Hello everyone, my name is Jane Kozinski. I'm really glad to see each of you through the video. So from my last name, each of you already know that is a Polish name, but I'm Chinese. I don't know how to speak Polish, my husband either. His grandparents were from Poland 100 years ago. His father also was born here, and my husband grew up in the Long Island, New York, and his mother from the Germany. So my husband speak English only. I love learning different languages and different culture. Before I had taught Chinese more than 10 years. I love Chinese language because it's a lot of cultures behind the Chinese language. But very interesting things. Whenever I told my friend who's America, say I taught Chinese, they all have the one same question. Do you teach Mandarin or Cantonese? At the beginning, I was confused. I even don't know how to answer the question because Chinese language is not phonetic language, is a photographic language, which is sound and print, writing doesn't connect to each other at all. So that's the reason why in the China, we have more than thousands speaking languages. We call dialects. But writing the same, Chinese character all the same. So it means we write each other, we understand very well. If we speak each other, we are from different area, we don't understand at all. So we teach Chinese, of course we teaching the Mandarin in the here. So why we teaching the Mandarin is not teaching Cantonese? Because China, since we have more than 1,000 different speaking language. So, but Beijing speak Mandarin. So Mandarin is direct language, the direct dialect from the Beijing. And the Beijing was the capital for more than 5 dynasties, totally more than hundreds years. So therefore it become as official speaking language in China. So Chinese people, they from different area, if they speak Mandarin, so no language barrier at all, they can understand each other. But the one thing is not everyone in China speak Mandarin. They can speak Mandarin, like my grandma, my grandparents, my uncles, aunts. None of them, they can speak Mandarin at all. They only speak local dialect. So after communist region control the power, they start to brainwash Chinese people. So because each of us speak different language, so they want to Chinese people learning to speak Mandarin. But that's why they give you radios and speakers sitting in the every house and use speak out Mandarin. So I learned Mandarin by my own when I was young. When I was born, we all speak our local dialect, not the Mandarin. But I learned the Mandarin because Chinese communist government, they brainwash Chinese people. They use Mandarin day by day to talk. So I learned from them. But anyway, so Cantonese, I also can speak Cantonese about 90% because after I graduated from my college, later on, I moved to the Guangdong for 2 years. I want to learn Cantonese. I went to the Language Institute to learn the Cantonese for 2 months. Then I talked to Cantonese people. So I learned, this was the way I learned Cantonese. So, but when I teaching Chinese, of course, we're teaching the Mandarin because Mandarin, the majority Chinese people communicate each other and understand each other. And so my first language is my hometown dialect. It's very close to Shanghai, and we understand what Shanghainese say their dialectic, but we speak different tone and different words. So I started to learn the English when I was in the middle school. In the China, I don't know now, and before when I was young, all the public school students learn the foreign language start in the middle school. So I still remember the first English class, our English teacher asked us one question, and she said, why do we choose English as our foreign language to study, not other foreign language? None of us was able to answer her question. So she explained this question by her answer. She just used one simple example, but very vividly make each of us immediately understand very well. She said, like China, we have 1,000 different dialects, so we cannot understand each other, right? But if we use the Mandarin, so if we speak Mandarin, everybody can understand each other, even though we're from different area. So it's the same, the English, if we can speak English, we can travel all over different countries in the world, and all world people, they understand each other. This is what she explained to us. I think it's a very good example. I remember her sentence forever. So for me, it's one of my hobby to learn new language. I had learned Spanish by my own several years ago, but I didn't continue to perseverant in the learning because I found out the Spanish, the grammar is kind of little bit difficult. They have the masculine words and feminine words. It drove me crazy. So, but now since my students, one big part of my students from this Spanish speaker, and their parents even cannot understand English, I have to use AI translate from English to Spanish, text to them, and vice versa. They text me in Spanish, I've translated to the English. It costs a lot of time. So I think I need immersion Spanish language environment. It can help me to learn Spanish better. So I had my plan. I already set my plan. I want to living in South America for a while, which country very close to Maya culture site. I really love Maya culture. I want to learn more. I want to be there to see the 1,000 years Maya civilization left for today, for us to enjoy, to thinking about all this Asian culture. So now it's kind of become my encouragement to learn the Spanish because of I teaching the EL students, and because their parents are not able to speak English. So my students, they're so lovely, and sometimes they want to help me to translate English Spanish to their parents as well. But for me, I really wish I could speak Spanish by my own. But this is my goal, is the future goal. I really want to do that. And also, I want to travel to the Africa, country like Kenya and Tanzania to learn another part of culture, because my students, one big parts from Kenya and Tanzania, Somalia or Congo. Also, I went to the Africa, which country is not the Africa continent, is in the Madagascar, is island, is the biggest island in the world. I went there in 2007 because one of my friends who taught Chinese there in the French local school. I always thinking the language is a big major part in the culture. And if you want to learn the culture, you have to know the language first. So now my classroom, my students is kind of diversity. They're from more than seem like 5 or 6 different countries, and also 2 major language. One is a big language I want to learn is Spanish. Okay, so I think I will share something here. I really like this introduce the issue, describe my family language in heritage. I think each of us, if we can speak more language, we can make more friends and learn more knowledge and culture from one to another. Okay, thank you all. Bye bye.